Okay, so we're at the Wasruimte today for the first edition of Freaky Dancing. Really excited. We're going to try a lot of new things. So for this night, for me, it's really a big goal that the people are impressed. And as well, I hope that people are inspired. We found out that there is a really big creative scene going on over here in Utrecht. And we hope we can put all those people together and inspire people to make new things. For instance, we work with Cris Mollee.
I'm Cris, I'm a creative technologist, and right now I'm working on an interactive immersive experience for Freaky Dancing.
And we work with Jordi van Putten.
Ja toch? I'm Jordi van Putten. I'm a motion graphic designer and I did all the branding for Freaky Dancing.
And for them, for instance, we asked what can we do with the space? And we said, okay, how can we translate that to an evening?
We are creating an interactive visual that's made with projections, it's immersive and it responds to your movement, so the patterns actually respond to you.
I think we're trying to create an immersive experience just to make Freaky Dancing something more than a night full of electronic acts or bands, and but more like an experience as a whole. So it's not only taking place on stage, but it's also on the toilets and in the smoking area, and there's no way of escaping it.
The main thing that I would like them to experience is to be activated, to start exploring and to start dancing, or just to see, hey, I can do something with my movement and it actually changes what's happening in the room.
Yeah, well, working with Cris definitely opened up some doors for me because she's from a different discipline and she's a lot more technical background than I have. We got to mix my creative and making pictures background with the technological side of Cris.
Of course, we didn't work together before. I think it's been great because he has a very own style, and it's for me really good to have a starting point and to have someone to discuss things with, and also see immediately how does someone that's very close to this visual already sees how that can come to realize. Any city, any space needs a lot of different platforms that we can find other makers and that actually allow us to create things. And I think in Utrecht there's already a lot of things happening, for sure, but they're often very centered around one genre or one specific thing. And I do feel like with Freaky Dancing, it's a little bit more of a mix-up.
Freaky Dancing should be an idea of opening up to different disciplines, different ideas and different art forms.
So it's similar, for instance, with the project we're doing right now with Irene. We're doing a project with her and Telemagic.
We are Telemagic. This is Emiel. I'm Sienna. Together with Roos, we form Art Meet Tech Collective.
And they're presenting tonight a project called Drum.
For this commissioned project, we have been creating a lot of virtual worlds that directly respond to the sounds of Irene.
We built a tool that is directly connected to the data. So what you see is the data instead of us interpreting the data. This is something completely new that we built for this project that didn't exist before. And I think that is something that really steps up the project to a different level. So while working on commission project with Irene, I think we started off talking and we realized that while we were communicating actually through words came so much short. When they were letting us hear things, we were like, oh my god, this does so much. And then when we showed them things, it was also like, oh, this is doing so much. But then we tried to sort of talk about it, and then we found out we communicate through the arts so much more than through the words.
The show will be a first phase, a first moment to capture all the work And I think we will continue on the project. So that's, for me, a successful experiment.
And it's beautiful to have the space to really build something completely new from the ground up, which is very special, I feel.
For the last couple of months, we really worked in depth with those artists. It takes time, takes a lot of effort, but it's also really cool actually. It's really amazing to work with a lot of creative people like those are. And I'm happy that we give them a platform, that we can work in depth with them.